Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another round of Conquest Dark. We're gonna pick up where we left off. We're gonna be trying out the Huntress a little bit more. We are going to raise up some of these because we didn't actually do that last time. Bam, bam, bam. Yep, a couple levels on those. So one thing I could do is reduce, we could reduce these shards a little bit if we wanted to have an easier time. But I don't know if I want to do that. So we put one on this, and I don't know if we need to do that, all that. Like, we can lower our damage on these a little bit. They already start with penalties on them, so I'm gonna see what reducing these does for this. So yeah, I already had 20%, so we can't actually reduce it any, so we might as well have them in here until it's being increased by that. So one less is fine because it was already at this stage. Okay. So yeah, this is the one we were going to go at. We're going to try to get the last couple unlocks in here. We were going to go for Hunter. We were going to get Stargazer. So we're going to want, let's see, what do we want actually? Attack speed. This is good. Okay, let's come beat our friend over here up. We were going to do the Titan Bow. We didn't want to use these ones. We wanted to do Power Shot. Actually, that seemed pretty strong. It seemed to have like a pretty big size to it too. So I think we're going to be an enjoyer of attack speed for now. We're going to get the movement speed, don't you worry. I think movement speed is going to be key. We will get a bunch on our items though, and I don't want to overcommit to movement speed because you don't need more than like 20 or 30% usually. Health regen on this survival tactics is a reason I keep taking it too. So we'll alternate between this and multi-shot just so that we can keep at it. So we're gonna want to get the Stalker wraps if we can. The healing might be nice, but I think we're gonna get one shot in the end, so healing probably isn't gonna actually matter. But what is important is the set bonus, so we are going to aim for that anyway. So one thing we are going to do is the same thing we have been doing, which is more critical hit chance. We did want to do burst shots. I like how they just casually slide in. That's pretty funny to me. Pierce is good. We're gonna want some Pierce. Now, Power Shot already pierces, so we don't really have to overcommit to it as much. So lunar damage could be good. And I think we're gonna take it. So we're gonna increase the critical hit damage. Cool. So we're gonna reroll. And reroll again. Because we want to try to get the better stuff, but it's not looking a lot like it wants to show up. The hat doesn't have to be anything special, but we are going to aim for the stalker stuff. So movement speed on a hat's interesting, but let's look at our other options too. So we're already going to get critical hit chance, so movement speed is better than that, so let's go for this. We wanted to do teleport to restore our barrier. It also was reasonably speedy. You could avoid problems without going through them. So it was fairly predictable where you would end up, which is part of why I wanted it. They're not doing too well already, which is good for us. This one, we're going to, so this is the boots, that's actually pretty good for us. So quick strike, Aura of Judgment. Aura of Judgment is too close range, we don't really want that, but it has better abilities on this, so that's something. But unfortunately this is the one we need because it has the set bonus. So we are definitely going to take this. Projectile amount's not bad anyway, so... Barrier amount, we'll take it. So for this, we are going to put on additional room slots. So far, so good. Another artifact. We're going to get critical hit chance. Be super critical, not bad. We're going to raise our piercing. I don't think this mini boss is gonna do too well, unfortunately, for them. Oh man, do we want this? Because we already got a chance at it. I really wanted the other one, but this could be good too. It's only got 4 rerolls. Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna look at our options. So Pierce would be good. Projectile amount could be good if it got leveled up a whole ton, but what we might want to do is honestly just increase the amount of damage it does. Don't really want to redo this, but our movement ability doesn't have one, and this is just resistance, attack force. I don't think our moves really have a lot of attack force, unfortunately. I guess resistance. I don't want to use rerolls as a big thing. I guess healing soul, unfortunately. We have a lot of movement speed. I don't need to worry about it nearly as much, but the recharge rate would let us heal more often. But I think what we're going to want to do is just keep stacking up our Pierce for now. That way, at least if our target is buried, we can still lead it. pretty decently. Well, I don't think in this battle of archers you're going to enjoy it very much. It does not seem to be going well for them, at least. Now, I would say that decisively was not in their favor. So yeah, we got this. So we're gonna be mostly piercing their chances, and we're gonna get the 1000% critical hit damage. So then we just need to take literally everything that gives us critical hit chance on things, and that's what we're gonna do. But already our primary is the only one that really needs it, and it's already got a good bonus. So we are going to give ourselves more burning, freezing chance. We're going to give this I don't know like how much it stacks, so like I don't want to go too deep into it. So I guess I'll go for like a projectile amount. At least that'll help us tear up the mobs that are around the boss, so like we won't have to worry about them nearly as much. We're actually definitely tearing up these tier 3 mobs more than we have ever before, so I think this was a good build. We're basically almost killing those guys as fast as they show up, which is kind of crazy. So critical hit chance is what we wanted because of our big bonus to critical hit stuff. So this one was our next one we wanted to focus in on. So we could, since this right here is primal damage, we could have a chance to stun because like this thing hits a ton of enemies. Why is this offering me attack arc? I could try to do the split chance because that would be pretty funny as if the power attack split. Oh, is it bouncing? Is that what split does? Interesting. I think I was seeing it bounce. Alright, interesting. If true. Projectile amount would be good. I guess increase our passive ability damage. This was the guy that gave us trouble last time, so we are going to try to do better against him. We're already doing more damage, that's for damn sure. All we have to do is not get caught up in these, and I think we're gonna win. This is going much better already. The problem is we had to keep trying to get close to him while we did it, which was the problem. Projectile amount, that's actually a really good increase. I'm just seeing what the options are real quick. So solar damage is interesting, because that would open up our ability to do some stuff. But we can add pierce to this, I guess. So at least it is aiming at things close to us. I guess this. Oh, a new one. Okay. We'll put this one in here. Oh, there's a caravan. That's cute. There was a caravan. Just knocking shots everywhere with all these splits and whatnot. It's actually pretty cool looking. It just ripples across the whole screen. Yeah, this definitely went way better than the last time, that's for sure. Like, I just think Barbarian is a harder class to play. Definitely crowding up a bit more. not especially that dangerous to us, though, which is kind of funny. The ghosties are coming in. The level's gonna end soon. I do wonder if you get fast enough, if you could potentially just outrun them forever. Or if you could even kill them. Like, we are hurting them. We do have to make sure we don't get surrounded, but we are killing them? Question mark? It's actually pretty funny to me. I didn't realize that this might end up being possible. I don't think we're actually getting anything for it, but I do find it pretty funny you can do it. Funny enough that I'm continuing it. Like, if I'd actually taken that movement, like, ability, like, recharge, we probably could have kited them for nearly forever. I didn't have a particular reason for doing that, by the way. I just thought it was funny. But yeah, we got our unlocks. We got what we wanted. So they're now unlocked. Have a small chance of dropping from bosses in both normal and Shattered Dark rituals. Each scroll is unique and tied to a specific boss. Collecting a full set of Eldritch Scrolls permanently unlocks a specific Eldritch weapon or armor. Can drop from enemies spawned during ritual events. Your characters can equip one of these items at a time. The most powerful gear in the game. So only one. So that looks like a harder thing that we unlocked. Huh. Interesting, interesting. So do everything before you challenge this? That sounds wild. What do you get from it? A weapon for the main barbarian class. You get another obelisk. You get an artifact. Another origin bonus. You get another weapon for the barbarian. Well, technically it's just anything with savage, but barbarian starts with that. Another altar. What do I think Altar of Blood does? What have we not gotten? Would that be regeneration? It might be regeneration. So with each class, you can unlock this. Critical hit damage, movement speed, damage to stunned, damage to burning, frozen. So definitely these two are the best ones. And probably the Hunter is probably the most likely to be able to do it relatively easily. So are these not places we can go to? Or are they places that'll be able to be gone to later? Because the game is still in early access, by the way, so we definitely have more to look forward to. Interesting, interesting. So we may be coming up across like the unlock limit to what we can do, so yeah, I can put a little bit into this, and that's about all I can get in there. But we're definitely not done with exploring our current content. We can keep leveling up. There's still unlocks we can get like in these arenas that we didn't do. And there were ways to make it harder to get better rewards from stuff, so I think because like this right here was a way to increase the tier. How high can we go? So we were surviving up to tier 5 or 6, if I remember. So we may want to consider that if we wanted to farm them. And we probably do, because like if we go to them, we honestly are going to be trying to get the stuff in there, like the extra like loot from them. But yeah, we're going to give how high did we get with Hunter? Hunter's 15. We're going to do more at Thief because they're the farthest behind. So we tried doing melee with it. It didn't work out well. We're going to go back and try doing the throwing knife. We actually did like the throwing knife. That went pretty well for us the one time we tried it. I don't think Shadow Strike really did much for us. I didn't like how that went. I'm going to probably switch back to doing the Fan of Knives. Well, honestly, this was reasonably good enough. I might take it all the way to 10. And we'll rely on this primarily. Projectile split chance isn't terrible, but we're not going to commit to 10 of this on anything until we end 1000 on this, until we are sure. We have gotten all the general unlocks unlocked so far. We have some more like weapon sets and whatnot. I wonder why it says 27 when I only see 4 more slots. Like the Aldrich set, I guess, that hasn't shown up on this. No, this should be it, actually. I wonder how you unlock these. Or maybe they're not in it yet. But this one we can unlock. Yeah, as for ability, I liked the blade dash. The dance of daggers wasn't bad either. So this would give us more energy, and this would give us dodge charges. And I actually think the dodge charges were better for us because like we were able to just not get hit for a while. So I think we're gonna go with this. I do want to look at it one more time and see. So that would be critical hit damage if you were to max it. So passive abilities, which one did we like? Now the problem with this is primarily that I didn't really love most of them, but maybe this Mark of Shadows is one we want to take. This could be the one we liked, because this one required that they have a status on them. This one is going to give them a status. So yeah, this is going to attack everything whenever our power attack is activated. So we kind of want to get a faster power attack, if that makes sense. Well, actually, I think they all go at the same speed. If it looks like none of them still like they have a they're set based on the cost. So technically, this would be faster. This is probably still reasonably fast, though. I'm not gonna overcommit. We did spend a decent amount, but this is probably fine. But yeah, we're gonna give this this tomb a chance. So one thing we can do is we can look at this. I mean, if this kills us, it just means we're gonna do more runs, so I'm gonna do another one of these. So how much more difficult are we making it? Well, we definitely wanted to increase how much experience this was gaining, because that will make this go faster. How many do we have? We have one more. Sure, we'll see how hard it is with all of this. I don't think it's going to be significantly harder. They will be tankier, though. That should give us more rewards anyway, though, so let's go in. I want to hope this isn't too much for us, but if it is, we can change our setup. Which one did we want? Projectile pierce, because all of our stuff is projectiles, I guess. Okay. We're going to look for actually a reach. Because the attack distance on his on their abilities is actually not super far. We don't really want resistances though. Or health. Health is a little bit of health is not going to do anything for us. Or bleed rate. I'm not going to worry about bleed rate immediately. Lunar, lunar, lunar. I think most of our stuff is in fact lunar damage. This might be fine. Well, actually some of it's primal. Oh well, doesn't matter too much. Oh, it's actually this we're looking for. My bad. So we're gonna take the throwing knives. This place is definitely really open for him. It's also a lot darker than the other one was. definitely are gonna need some movement speed, that's for dang sure. We did get some stuff, so we're going to get, attack speed. We're going to get critical hit chance, critical hit damage. Projectile amount. So we already gained a ritual level, I think. We're gonna add more movement speed. We need to be able to stay away from these enemies. As much as I want damage, I think not dying is more important currently. I'm gonna trigger 2. I don't think they're so deadly that we can't handle 2. Like, that one went down really, really fast. Or was that not even the boss? Oh, it might have been the boss. We did do a lot of damage. There we go. We didn't want any of these, actually. What we wanted was Mark a Shadow. Yep. So power ability, I'd rather get movement speed, actually. So once we get to 5, we can go fight the boss. So. Pierce is good. No. Okay. Chance to stun with primal is good. I think some of our stuff is primal. Actually, our main one is primal. This is Lunar, though. So we're gonna get our movement speed continuing to go up. I think that's just gonna be key for survival in general. So we're gonna trigger these dudes. We're gonna head back to center though. These are gloves. We want to get, power ability? We don't care about our power ability as much as our other stuff, so I'm gonna actually reroll. Oh, you can rarity up? That's actually big, but not what we want right now. We want to get, attack speed. Critical hit chance, damage. Okay, acceptable. We're going to put on this additional rune slots. So we're gonna go try to find that caravan. We kind of been dilly-dallying here. We might be too slow for this. Well, that didn't go well for them, so unfortunately, I think we're gonna win. We didn't want these ones, we wanted Blade Bash. So we are going to put... So we could get more projectile pierce, but I don't think it actually launches long enough to matter that way. So what we could do instead is... give it projectile duration to go further? That could be a thing. I think I'm gonna do that. See if it works the way I think it does. Yeah, it is. It's going to the edge of the screen now. Oh, we haven't seen this enemy type yet. That's actually kind of freaky looking. So this is one of the things we wanted was the battle harness. So we're gonna raise our pierce. We're gonna go up another tier. I don't 100% know where the boss is hiding. What to you? Well, they got us once. That's not good for us. Oh, that's why. We have to be careful of his smash attack. Ah, this is not going well. So while our thing does actually last better, what it doesn't do is it doesn't start firing until they're pretty close, so that's a problem. So yeah, that's really bad because like we have to get close to him for this, which is a big problem for us. Yeah, this guy might actually kill us just because of this reason. This is like specific to this particular boss, but like not just him, but like anyone that can attack us like this, I think we'd be in big trouble against with a thief. So the best I could try to do is try to dodge when he does that attack, but it's not easy. I don't think we're doing enough damage either, unfortunately. But we did get 6 levels in on this. So yeah, I do think it's kind of Jover, unfortunately. So I don't think this is specifically a problem with what we did. I think this is a hard counter. Like, our ability is not triggering from far enough away. That's really what it is. Like, I have to stand too close. And I really wish that mechanic... I wish it would try to fire when they're farther away, but that's not how it's working, so... I guess... for what I want, I'd actually have to go back to using the bow. That's unfortunate. So yeah, we're gonna try that again, but we're gonna switch up to using that bow instead, I think. But we did get some of the ritual done. We did get the first level of unlocks, which is a couple more abilities. So that's a short bow ability. That looks actually pretty interesting. And we locked another weapon for it, the barbarian. That also looks somewhat interesting because it gives you a shield. And it has cleave. So having a shield on the barbarian might be good. So that has a chance to add a random condition. That's actually interesting. I might give that a try. So we are going to take the bow on the thief, which means we need to take this one, the survival. So we're not going to need attack reach the same way. We're going to need attack speed. And maybe movement speed. Oh, it gave me exactly what I wanted, so I can't complain that way. Oh, we didn't level it up. That is something unfortunate. So I'll try this another time. What we're going to get instead... We could do fan and knives again. I don't think this was bad. We did need something for them being close. So we are going to probably want to change this over. Maybe not, because one of its main abilities is solar. That's actually not a bad chance for it to burn anyway. Okay, I'll accept it. We got our choice between burst, play weakness. So I'm gonna do that power shot if we can get it. Actually, I think it was an option. Well, Mark actually. We'll try Mark. Mark is fine. Boots. All damage is not bad. Oh, maybe I didn't want bandit. Oh well, it's too late to change it now. We're settled. But I do like how it lets you pick which ones you want to use if you get into it. So I'm just gonna gather these guys up and bring them with me we're heading back to the center. It can follow me. I think it's fine. Also, keep in mind, we did increase the difficulty by a fair bit, so that's part of why this is so hard. So our primary weapon is actually solar damage, so we're gonna do this. Actually, maybe if we get a barrier, that could help us too. I'll go with it. Because that has 2 bonuses on it. And keep increasing our movement speed, because I think that our biggest thing is just going to be keeping away from enemies. This guy's gimmick is pretty silly, but it's not very dangerous. He doesn't seem to have any long-range abilities, so it's really unfortunate for him. And he seems to be pretty darn slow. His dudes don't seem to respawn very quickly either. Yeah, we're gonna want to put more slots on that. Oh, we were using Titan bow, but that's a long bow, so I don't think we can choose that immediately. That's fine. This one's also not bad. So yeah, let's go back actually. Let's put critical hit chance on it. What else? So with this, we're gonna want to re-roll it and hope for the better stuff. So we have this. None of these are specifically what I want, guys. It's insistent upon making our lives not what we want. No, we don't get the full bonus, unfortunately, but we didn't even pick the right bonus anyway, so I guess it's probably fine. We were at a reroll, so I mean, it is what it is. We are losing lives, but I think that the thief is a little bit underpowered overall. But we did set it more difficult, which is part of it. I guess I'll concede that. Interesting. That's an interesting ability. Really wish that it had more stuff going on, but I guess more movement speed is fine. I guess the critical hits are helping us, but it didn't help us from taking no damage. There might be ranged enemies I couldn't see in there. I guess we did raise the tier 2 though a bit, so... Like, it should only be about 15% more damage, so it shouldn't be that deadly. Oh, did I mess up? I might have messed up. Oh well. We're not going to probably live too long on this run anyway. So instead... we'd already messed up in more than one way, so it's fine. That's a new one. I'll get that. We will get... and we are losing lives, so that is a thing. Let us get more attack reach. I guess we could get this in. Oh, did we accidentally get this set? Because we couldn't pick up the other one? That's actually useful. We'll do this. do get injured quite a bit. Find our way back to the middle and... oh, how did we lose a life? I didn't even see what hit us. What is chasing us? Oh, is that just us moving like that one? I thought that we were being chased by something, but I guess our moving actually does that. I can't say that it didn't work out better, but I mean, not by much. We got to ritual level 9 at least. Part of it is that we don't have like the healing that the other classes had, which is very unfortunate. So I'm just trying to get these last little things over here. Some of them actually give like rewards like your resources. Oh yeah, our damage is falling off. That's unfortunate. Well, like it's unlike the other classes, we didn't really get like the healing abilities of them or the barrier abilities, or there's a few things that don't happen with the thief, unfortunately. What I will say, we did get 9 levels out of this, and we gained more than 1 faction level on this, so I consider that a win in a way. And part of it is that we didn't actually level up our stuff more than we could have. So I think one of the things we could have done was... where was it? The snake shot? I wanted to try it. Take that up to level 5. That's pretty cheap. Because power shot is long bows, so that wouldn't work with short bows. And that's the one I had wanted to use, so that's something we haven't unlocked. And it looks like you need to go to that final area for that, so that's a future adventure. But yeah, we want to level up that short bow, because this one's actually useful by more classes, because they can all reach it. So we'll level this one up too. Yeah, we'll give that another shot. One of those was a pretty short run. So we're gonna do Thief again, and hopefully we get some better luck on our items, because that's part of what went wrong. So we want attack speed and something else. Critical hit chance could work. I don't know why I skipped it. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna just restart. I accidentally hit skip. We're not gonna skip those. Not until we're gonna try out that other thing, that artifact. All right, let's get back in it. We started out getting an ancient one. If I re-roll, it'll still be ancient, but it'll be a different one. Okay. In this case, we want one of the ones with attack speed. So execute is probably fine. Projectile amount's good. Movement speed's good. And power ability is fine. Raise our movement speed. I think that's going to be the key to survival in this crazy world. Well, if they're gonna keep giving them to me, I'll just keep grabbing them right here. I'm gonna go with re-rolls, because that'll help us get better outcomes. This is probably decent. We've got a little bit of all the types of damage, for better or worse. got enough to level up. We're already at level 10 for the ritual, by the way, so we've already met my first main goal. I think we have to kill these guys and then... entirely sure why there were so many of them, but it's fine. We're gonna raise our chance to get healing souls. That might also be important for us. Barrier Mount's good. I'll take Barrier Mount. That's just passive health that regens. Kind of makes me wish I took the regenerate buff, but I mean, can't go back now. We don't want any of these. We don't want these ones. Okay. I'll accept this. Even though it's gonna take us away from that other set, this is actually probably better. Can get the movement speed buff at least. We can do that. So what we're gonna do... We don't need all this resistance. That's actually kind of annoying. This is a little better. I'll take this one. So we're gonna do this Frostfire gem, I guess. Because at least that does something that's useful for us. I'll raise the critical hit damage. Cool. Did we get a caravan? I didn't actually see it, but I do see the tracks for it. So we're gonna remember to actually increase the rune slots. We're gonna take this. If we could get both of those, it might really increase our survivability. We've never managed to get it before, but we're going to do it. Barrier retreat trait? Yes. We're gonna re-roll and try to get something better. It's not looking super promising so far. Unfortunate. I guess in that case we will go for one of these. I guess this one with more healing and movement speed is the better one. I was really hoping that it would give us what we wanted. It's okay. So we already have a bunch of damage to injured, so that probably just stacks with it. It probably doesn't multiply. So this is probably a good choice right now, because this will let us take a third one. Sure, let's go up a tier. That's this guy again. He's not super dangerous. You do have to wait for his minions to spawn, though. I guess it is nice that this is not especially dangerous, though. I'll give it this. But at least this thief run is actually getting off the ground. Even though it didn't give me everything I'd hoped for. This is a new, we want to keep getting new ones anyway. So let's find another primordial one that's useful. So what we could do is, since most of this stuff is primal and we're going to get a bonus for, we're going to be able to stun a lot of them. Could do bonus to stunned. I mean, I thought about the damage for life loss, but that doesn't do anything to us for a while. Yeah, let's not worry about those guys for a hot minute. Just like we need more souls. They'll find us, we don't need to chase them down. 2 is probably fine. We can kill 2. So next is probably Mark of Shadows. We can choose more targets. That hits the number of targets. Sure, I'll launch it. I'm not feeling risky. Projectile amount's probably good. We shoot a lot of projectiles. We can also... what does this do? Lunar damage. Sure, we'll make him freeze. This one I'm gonna add the increased damage. Well, this one doesn't do a lot of damage on its own, so it's probably a bad choice for that. I guess we should still do it. There's the other one. This one triggers more often. I'll take this. Sure, we'll start getting some crowd control in. So once we get 15, we could potentially do it again. That's most of the way there. So this one I'm gonna want, we're gonna want, I was hoping it would actually give me range. Wait. Doesn't want to do that, huh? That's unfortunate. So projectile duration, maybe? They can follow us back. I think we have... Oh. Where do you think you're going? I don't know if we can actually do enough damage to them with the time left, but we're gonna try. These guys are gonna catch up to us and be a problem, aren't they? gave it our best. We didn't see it till it was mostly through. I guess next what we will get is projectile amount, I guess. Let's not do that. Let's get back to center. We have enough to trigger it. Scorchio, huh? So far, so good. So he launches flaming spirits. Interesting. Don't remember him being especially difficult. That's good for us, I suppose. Is a lot of skeletons though. I will give it that. And at higher tiers, this probably could be more dangerous, but so far so good. I think he's gonna go down shortly, so. So with this, attack reach, we can blade longer. That might be useful. More barrier recharge speed at least. Can't have more, at least we can recharge faster. I'll accept it. Let's trigger a few of these. Why not? Who's gonna stop us? And we'll just sit around kiting them for a while. If you want to be separated, that is an option. These guys are regrettably a little tanky. Some of them at least. At least our recharge rate is pretty good. So far so good though, like it does go sideways very quickly though. them down at least. We need about 9 more souls. Most of the way there, we only need another 2. And at least put these in. That takes a second. Cool, there's another one. One thing I am gonna do is trigger a couple more of these, head back in. I guess get this right here. We're gonna go trigger the boss, because like the thing is that the boss will let us kite forever without the timer going down. So it's just an attempt to do this, because otherwise we're gonna probably like run out of time is what's gonna happen, and hope this boss isn't too bad. So I don't see us being able to get through another amount or get more souls on the next tier. Zero problem. Let's try that. Do some damage to that. Definitely took out something because I heard treasure fall. So if we're gonna have a chance of getting that, we gotta lead them away from it. Projectile pierce is pretty good. Sounds like something else fell down, so we can try to dig our way towards. What else do we get for Blade Dash? So we could add that boost for Moon Runes, because we're using Moon Runes quite a bit. For some of them. It's nothing astounding, but at least it's something. If you stand separately, I will target you. So far we've managed to get through without losing any lives, which I find crazy considering what's gone on previous runs, but thing is, I have no idea how healthy that boss is in the middle of this. What I do know is that this gave us the opportunity to get several souls so that we could start the next tier right after this. So. I do think that might be the actual strategy once you get set up like this, is just trigger a bunch of them and do your best to kite. I've gotten to level 13 in the ritual already, so pretty successful. 15 is the next reward. And once you get 20, you've gotten all of the unlocks for it, just not the full amount of EXP rewards for levels up. So we're gonna keep doing Pierce, because that will let our primary actually hit more of these enemies. I think I took Pierce on it though. No, I might not have taken Pierce on it. It's okay. I took other useful things. I don't think most of the bosses are alive left. Yeah, he's got most of his life. He's just chilling in the back. So. But he is starting to take more damage now the other guys are dead. They are definitely taking a while to chew through, but we are doing it. Alright, we got him. Start quick and quick. That's Oh, we're gonna have to leave them away for a second. So that's a new one. Let's do projectile amount. That's a good one to upgrade. We can get... Let's do burning. Damage to burning. So we're going to level up several of these. Or I mean, we're gonna loop in a couple of these. Yeah, we took a death there because I didn't see it in time. Barrier amount will be good though. That could increase our life expectancy too. So. Health regen. We'll do it. Spawn another boss. Right here. Projectile pierce. More damage in general. Sure, I'll bite. Another boss. Who's gonna stop us? Movement speed, power ability. Got lucky there that nothing was especially dangerous near us. I guess they wanted to give us multiple teleporting monsters. That's a little unfortunate. They're some of the more annoying to deal with. Because we killed those two, I'm gonna add 2 more in and hope that they're not teleporting. So, yeah. And we're gonna go trigger this boss and hope for the best. Who's going to stop us? Didn't have time to see who it was, so I'm gonna hope for the best. So far I'm not being hit with screen spam, so might not be too bad. Killed one of those guys. I think we looked down on which boss it was, because it seems to be just another one of those guys, but a little stronger. I guess if you do something like this, the battle it might actually last a lot longer. But it's okay. I am enjoying this. So I guess we keep on raising projectile pierce. Damage to stunned. Why not? That's the last level of it anyway, so. Now that we've trimmed it down, we can probably damage the boss more directly. Or at least in the mix of hitting other stuff. I don't think many of the bosses are left alive, just some of their minions. I think if we beat this one, we're going to end up at level 15, if I were to guess. Which is basically where we wanted to be, at the minimum. There's another one of the bosses. So there was still one left alive sitting in the back. Part of it is that he can guard. So I guess that's one of his abilities, is the defensive one, unfortunately. Oh, I thought I actually killed that boss. I thought that was the one I had, so maybe there was more than one more boss. Got him. Well, attack reach might not be bad for some of our weapon skills. Some of them are somewhat limited in range. Increase the chance to freeze, I guess. We will also give ourselves more proc chance, which I think would be the lighting on fire and whatnot. Projectile amount of move speed. Yes, please. Let's do a little run around and start spawning some more enemies. I guess we're also looking for treasure chests. Will get overwhelmed eventually. The stats do keep ramping up for these guys. Yeah, that was a mistake. Got greedy. And I think they are getting faster too. Raising our movement speed when we get a chance to, because it'll help with that. So I think I saw it goes up to tier 13, which is absolutely freaking wild. So we actually can't summon them yet. That's interesting. Oh, cool. Here's a friend. Yeah, I kinda got greedy again. To be fair, I am getting a little, like, lazy with how long this has lasted. That is part of it. Oh, cool, we can actually start the boss. I don't think this one's bad, this is just the jumping one, and the jumping ones are not that dangerous overall. I don't like that you're teleporting to me, though. Could you not do that, maybe? Not the worst, it just means I have to pay a lot of attention for when he does it. We are having our health drained a bit by we are bleeding, so. We either need more regen, which we aren't likely to get, or healing orbs, which we also... Oh, we just powered through 2 more. Well, this is gonna end pretty soon, actually, then. We did know that this couldn't go on forever, so... If we had a way to offset the bleeding, we probably would have been okay. I think the biggest reason why we're dying is not getting hit. I think we're just bleeding out now. As part of where I got barrier, because I don't think you can actually die unless your barrier gets broken. And something will hit us eventually at that point. It'll happen. Wait, I tried to give us a fighting chance. Definitely Vermond is not being nice to us, so. Yeah, that time I actually did go right into him, unfortunately. Yeah, we did not move quick enough. But we got a lot of stuff unlocked. A new artifact. Oh wow, that's actually a pretty good artifact. Wow, that's actually pretty powerful too if you got a lot of stunning stuff. But we unlocked 2 new runes. Dang. Which things do we want to level up? That's HP. That's reduced bleed rate. This actually might be a good one to do. We're gonna raise our damage, I think. That'll help everything. Yeah. Sure, albeit we'll get this too. So how is that going? We did a lot of EXP for this. That's actually now the highest one, I think. So now we can decide which one we're gonna do. So I think we're gonna go back to our friend over here, the Acolyte. So let's level up some stuff that they might want to use, knowing what we have so far. So this wasn't bad. So this doesn't say it does anything other than just double shot. Now this also has boost to lunar damage, so that could be useful as a supplement to other ones. So if we wanted to have a powerful primary, primary power ability. So one thing we could try to do is now, wasn't there one of these we could get too? Was I thinking of something else? Yeah, this was one we could try. We could try the Sunfire beams. The cooldown behaves unpredictably. What does that mean? Well, this would probably be consistent damage, so we're gonna get a couple levels in this just for the first time to see what it is. Like, or I think we're gonna do this a couple times with them next time and kind of check it out. I'm gonna try a couple levels in this as well, just so we can see like what this looks like, if this does area attack or if it's just like it's a little unclear on how that one works. Because I think that the Cosmic Ray is probably the best of these abilities because of how it works, but I'm intrigued in how these arcane missiles go, so we will try that at just a couple as well. For movement, we're probably going to stick with the teleport though. That probably will keep us alive the longest. But yeah, that'll be another adventure, another day. Thank you all for watching if you did. I'll catch you next time. Take care.